Everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today we are going to do a peanut butter protein, not peanut butter, but Butterfinger protein pudding. And I like doing mine in just one of these little plastic containers so I can put it in my refrigerator. I'm going to use my little thing that was sent to me by one of my viewers. I think you can get these things. I just rinsed it off. You can get those things, I think, from Amazon, but it doesn't have a name on it anywhere, a brand or whatever. But, okay. First of all, if you drink protein shakes, this is going to be right up your alley, okay? I'm using the salted caramel truffle because the salted caramel truffle by Premier has 30 grams of protein. And that's where I find myself coming short on my diabetes, is trying to get enough protein in. So, if you have a plain chocolate shake, one of these, I'm talking about a plain protein shake, that is chocolate. That's what you need to use. Mine, you can see, it has a lot of chocolate in it, but I didn't have any plain chocolates. So I thought, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use this. I know it'll be good no matter what. But that right there gives me 30 grams of protein. Now, I won't eat this in one setting. You can if you want to. It's not going to hurt you. But I was just going to say, it will, no, you don't want to do that. This might do me a week. Having a little bit each night or just whenever I want it. If I want it every other night, it may last longer than that. But I'm also going to use, this is a 1 ounce box of Jell-O butterscotch, 0 sugar. It's got 0 right up here in the corner. 0 sugar, but it's butterscotch flavor, okay? I'm going to use about 3, let's see. 1, 2, I'm going to use about 3, a little bit less than 3 tablespoons. You can use 2 tablespoons if you want to. I like my pudding to be really nice and firm. If you like that soft pudding, then just put 2 tablespoons. Now, I have powdered, let me get it around here where y'all can see, powdered peanut butter. I searched, I bought regular peanut butter, I bought, I'm about to lose some, hang on a minute. I bought all kinds, trying to get the lowest sugar that I could. And so this for 2 tablespoons, it is 70 servings. It's 1 gram of sugar. And it has, I'm looking for the, and it has 4 carbohydrates. I was going to see if there was any fiber in there. I don't see any fiber, so that's what we're talking about. But I think it's less than me buying the real stuff. I have bought it, and the lowest sugar that that I could get, and then on top of that, if you're not careful, you'll get a brand that's runny. So I'm just using the powder. I got this from Amazon, and I like to leave just a little lip there on so I can just pull it off flat. But I'm using 2 tablespoons of the peanut butter, the powdered peanut butter in here. Now, if you say, well, Nan, I don't have the powdered, I'm sure you could probably use regular peanut butter. Just try to not get all that oil and stuff in it. I mean, if you're watching, Okay, I'm making a mess, and you know I can't stand to make a mess. So, let's go ahead, and I'm going to put this sort of over this because I'm afraid it's going to splatter everywhere until it starts to thicken up, you know? Oh my. I'm going to take that peanut butter slung right up the side. If you want to use a whisk, use a whisk. Last time I made this, I did use this little thing, and it did work. It was probably where I was trying to cover myself. That made me, you know, angle my little mixer the wrong way. Starting to thicken already. Now my little shake, like I showed you all, it is 30 grams of protein in it, and it's 11 ounces, okay? I watched a woman do this. Oh, wait, that smells good. Smell that peanut butter. I watched a woman do this. I think her page was called Tanya's Weight Loss. She's had bariatric surgery. Well, I'm not doing it because of that. I'm doing it because I want a little snack that if I get to where I'm hungry and, you know, and I just want something sweet, sometimes a spoon or two of this right here will hit the spot, and you won't be in the cabinets digging up everything in the world trying to find something that that will curb your appetite. It's starting to get real thick, okay? You want it to get real thick before you put it in the refrigerator. And I love the way, I'm just going to show y'all. I keep me a cup right here, and I will get me some hot water and just put my mixer down in there and clean my little goodie here. That's the easiest way. Look, it's clean as a whistle. Then I will wash my cup in a few minutes. Now, I love doing that because, look, you don't even have to wash your little thing. Now, like I said, I'm almost sure that I saw them on Amazon. As soon as I stop beating around, I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to get all the pudding down in there and grab me a paper towel. Sorry. There we go. That's much better. And I'm just going to set that right there and wipe off my lid that I splattered all over. I don't know if a mess gets to you all, but it gets to me. It gets to me. Okay, that's good enough. That is good enough. I'll wipe it off in a few minutes. Now, I am, like I said, I just use the Premier. I'm not selling nothing. Y'all know I don't sell nothing but a cookbook. So, then I'm taking 1 tablespoon, that's 1 serving, of Lily's milk chocolate baking chips. I like these, are my favorite. These are milk chocolate and they're baking chips. You know, like, look at them. just little chocolate chips. They're 0 sugar. And I'm just going to dice them up a little bit because I don't want to take a bite and have a whole piece of, to lose my lid. Don't want to have a whole one of these little chocolate chips in a bite. I'd rather have just shavings, you know. Okay, we've got all those done. I'm not mixing, and look how firm that is. And it'll firm up even more after it's put in the refrigerator, okay? Now this I'm not going to put any Cool Whip or anything like that. I'm just going to, oh my. You know what? If I would cut my head off if I'm going to get back out my little mixer because I left something out. See, this is what, I've had a day like that. Young'uns, I've been dealing with the shingles. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of Skinny Mix. It's Skinny Mixes. You get it at the supermarket. Peanut butter cup. And I'm going to mix this again. That'll just put a little bit of that chocolate down in there, won't it? Mercy sakes, young'uns. So it's going to have a good peanut butter flavor to it. And you know what do Butterfingers have? A good peanut butter flavor to it. Lay it off and back to the sink. I'm not going to let this get dried on there before I perfectly clean. Now, so far, I'm going to go back over this. If I've confused anybody, I'm sorry. I had it right here and didn't even think about it. This skinny mixes is like a sugar-free syrup. Now you say, well, Nan, I don't have the sugar-free. I don't have that. Well, you know what? It'll be all right if you don't use it. But if you have some, I have all kinds of flavorings. You know, if you have like a peanut butter cup, just extract, use a little bit of that. But this is like, I think I got it on sale for like, I don't even know, but it was less than $10. And I got it on sale. Do you know how long this will last me? For probably 2 years or more. So don't say, well, I can't buy that. Well, you know what? Don't use it. It's all right. This just enhances that flavor. And I had it, so I thought, why not use it? Okay, now I'm going to take my chocolate and drizzle that over the top. Just to feel like you're getting the top of the candy bar, you know? And please, if you say, well, don't come on here and start fussing, because I'm not going to let that happen. If you come on here and then you don't see us anymore, you'll know something happened, because you just ain't no use in doing that. There's a lot of people that can't eat totally clean. You know, I mean, it might not be the pudding you like. It might not be the protein shake you like or whatever. It might not be that at all. But, you know, I said before, I was thinking about this today. Hadn't thought about it in years, but you remember that old slogan used to be for I think it's Burger King. Yeah, I think it is. Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce. Special orders don't upset us. All we ask is that you let us serve it your way. That used to be the old jingle that they used to sing with with that. And I'm telling you, that's the way I feel about this. If you say, well, I don't like that kind of pudding because it has a sweetener that don't agree with me, young'uns, what works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. So if you have a sweetener, if you have a certain kind of pudding that you order somewhere, order that. This works for me. It really does. It works for me. So, you know, and like I said, if you've got an arsenal of different flavorings and stuff, and you have one that's like Reese Cup, you know, flavor, this is peanut butter cup. You can get that in your supermarket. You can get that at Walmart's where I got mine. So, and the Lilies are, I think, the best little chocolate, just zero sugar chocolate chip that you, in the peanut butter, we're getting, you know, what, in 2 tablespoons, I'm going to say this again, we're getting 1 gram of sugar, and, well, really, and we're getting, let's see, the carbohydrates are 4 grams, and it's got 1 gram of fiber, so take 1 from that 4 grams, so you're getting 3 grams. About 3 grams is all there is in this whole, you know, whatever you use may be different, but what I'm using today is very low. I've got this all over me. But I'm going to do a little taste test for you all. Yeah, we're hoping that this is going to taste like Butterfinger. Oh my, oh my, oh my. It is, tastes just like I'm eating a Butterfinger bar. Oh my, 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 my. I'm gonna get this in the refrigerator. I'm gonna clean all that sticky stuff off the top and get that in the refrigerator. Oh, young'uns, if you like Butterfingers and that's your jam, as they call it, if that's one of your favorites is the Butterfinger, oh, you've got to make this. It is really good. And it will make you feel like you're cheating for sure. So, y'all gonna see me doing different puddings, adding different things into the pudding. But that's just, I'm just going to do that every once in a while to help you all. I would rather you not be in your cabinets digging out everything or going to the stash. See, I can't keep a stash because I don't trust myself. That I'm afraid I will go and get something that's got real sugar in it, and then my sugar will be off the roof, my diabetes. So I can't trust myself to do that, but maybe you can. But all I'm going to say is sometimes I did Weight Watchers 100 years ago. Well, not 100, but probably 10 years ago. And I did it on and off for years. But I'm going to tell you something. They would tell us, if you are craving something, then just go on and eat that and say, okay, get that out of your system and eat it and start back over tomorrow and let it go. Well, with this, you don't have to do that. And see, it's not like, if you're diabetic, then you know, we don't, you know, we have to be careful with our sugar. We have to be sugar. We have to watch that. So why not have something that is going to be delicious? And I can tell you, tastes like a Butterfinger. Oh my, my. I'm going to go over y'all again real quick. Why not have something like that that you can have instead of going on and cheating and eating a Butterfinger candy bar that's going to run your sugar? And this will do me a week or more, probably more than a week. Like I said, I'm using the PB2 pure peanut butter powder. This right here will do me forever. So, you know, I mean, and I cook all the time, and I'm using the Lilies. I don't sell none of this, okay? And I don't get nothing for promoting this, but you know what? This is what people that love one another do. They try to help somebody else. I remember when I started this journey, I said it before. And then the skinny mixes, this is the peanut butter cup. Peanut butter cup. Okay, just like, it's like this. I think to myself, Lord, how am I going to do this? When I was diagnosed, I thought, how am I going to do this? All I know how to do is cook like a farm woman or a country woman. And the Lord said to me, you're going to, I heard it, you're going to help somebody. And I thought, Lord, how can I help somebody when I don't even know how to help myself? I knew nothing about diabetes. I knew nothing about carbs. I knew what sugar was because I eat a whole lot of it. But I'm just saying this to say, there are alternatives out there. We might have to make a few of the dishes because maybe it's not on the shelf out of convenience for you to walk up and buy. But I'm just telling you, God made a way for us to be able to make something for ourselves. What, take 5-10 minutes to make this and then throw it in the refrigerator? If you want to, I would not dare put Cool Whip on it. They make sugar-free Cool Whip. You know, I've used it. But I wouldn't put Cool Whip. It's delicious just the way it is. I just want to thank Tanya for coming up with this recipe because, you know, I don't know very much about sugar-free things. And but I'm learning. It's just been a few months, but I'm learning so much, and I hope to share that with you all. I know this is not going to settle right with a few people, and if it don't settle right, please don't come on my page and start running people down. Even me. Don't run me down, but don't run other people down when they say, well, you know, that's what I use. Well, it's got this in it and it's got that in it and the other. Not everybody can eat totally clean. Please be good to one another. Please don't come on there and start doing that. Please don't. Because you discourage people that maybe their sugar's running 300 or 400 or more. Please think before this, okay? Just think before we say or let our fingers do the walking on a keyboard. Please do. I love y'all. I hope this helps somebody. And I want you to know how very much that God loves us. If we love on others the way that the Lord loves on us, oh mercy, what a world we'd have. You know, let's love one another. Let's be good to one another. And let's remember how much that God loves us. I will see you next time, Lord willing, okay? If it's His will, I'll be here. Love you. Bye-bye.